Blog Talk Radio, the world's largest online radio network.
Hello and welcome to the Tribute Series. I am your host, Doug. And, sorry, I had the speaker on right there, so I was hearing myself. Okay, I am your host, Doug, and my little vixen co-host is with me tonight. Pam, how are you doing tonight, Pam?
I'm doing well, thank you. I have to always move the phone away from my ear once that intro comes because it's so loud. Did you ever notice that?
Well, it is. Well, that time it was loud because I turned it up to 100%, but I think I can turn it down to like 70% or something like that. But that was that time it was pretty loud. Well, we want everybody dancing, getting in the groove, and getting in the mood for tonight's guest. So he'll be with us in just a few moments. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I will just get right into it. We've got Justin on the line with us. What's up, Justin?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Pam is with me.
Hi,
co-host.
Justin.
Pam, nice to meet you.
You too.
So how was your day today? Because numbers that come up, usually the guests are the numbers that come up blocked, so it comes up like all ones, and that's usually our guest. So luckily it was you, or I would have been, calling somebody else Justin. So
where are you guys out of?
I'm in Indiana, and she's in Chicago. She's about 4 hours away from me. So we do the show 5 nights a week. And just the two of us. We started, actually, our first show was the soap series, which is dedicated to daytime. And then we decided to branch off after that got successful and do the tribute series, which is primetime, and movies and bands and stuff, too. So as you see with your mentions, we've been promoting your band, Bonnie Dune, a hell of a lot with the new EP. So we're trying to get your music out there.
It. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. We're very, very thrilled. First off, I'm embarrassed to ask because I don't know how to pronounce your last name. You said it just a minute ago when you called, and I didn't catch it, and I thought I had it down pat, but you said something different. So how do you say it?
It's hard to say it. It's Wilczynski.
Oh.
Wilczynski. Okay. That's not so bad.
That's not so bad. I was going Wilczynski, and I was like, that does not sound right. So I was on YouTube trying to find any interview where somebody introduced you, and I have not found one. And I was like,
never
I don't
correct
want to.
anybody. That's why.
Oh, okay. So, and I heard it different ways, and I was like, I'll just say, welcome, Justin. That's it. I don't want to embarrass myself. So, anyway, what's the name line come from? Where's the hereditary or?
I'm Polish on my dad's side, so that's where the name comes from. And my mom was adopted, so we don't really know what's going on with her side of the family.
Oh, okay.
But,
well, we have something in common because my mom, I know who she is, but my dad was adopted, so I don't know where that side comes from either.
Yep.
And my dad was adopted, and so I don't know anything on his side. So we're just a bunch of habbies that don't know anything about our parents' heritage. Wow.
Make up good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We can just make it good for everybody. I noticed you're a lefty. I saw, right? Is that correct?
No, I'm right-handed.
Oh, well, I saw a video, and I thought you were right with your left hand. Maybe they had it on the reverse. I thought you were a lefty, because I'm a lefty, and I was like, well, that's another thing we have in common. But forget that. So you said are you calling from the set today?
I was on set, and I'm back home now. And I actually wrapped yesterday, and I think most of the rest of the cast wraps today and tomorrow. We pre-shot a lot of scenes with James Franco for the last couple episodes, and that's why I wrapped early, because we already filmed those scenes.
Oh, okay, perfect. That had been an awesome experience to be able to work with James Franco. He's made himself a name for himself, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was. He was a really nice guy. It was a little intimidating at first, especially the first couple of days working with him. But then after a while, you just started to realize, like, this guy is an actor just like all of us, and no reason to be intimidated. But it was definitely fun working with him. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm anxious to see him come back to Hollywood Heights.
Me too.
So, gosh, how many more weeks do we have, or episodes?
Well, I believe the show is going to be airing until October, they told me. So you guys got a while. We did 80 episodes.
Oh, wow. Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. I was hoping it wasn't going to be like one of these, 2-month deals, and then where you got to wait until next year or something like that. So that's good. We got enough Hollywood Heights drama to keep us busy until October. That's great.
And it gets crazy.
Yeah, I can start to see it, as we've each week going by, now with Chloe's mom, you and Chloe's mom, that's what we're just now seeing now is that little relationship stirring up. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up, and the Fresno stuff is coming up right now too as well. So, what perfect role to have, to have Tyler. I mean, he is such a bad boy, and you fit that perfect. You do such a great job at that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely really fun to play the bad guy. I've pretty much only ever played the bad guy, so it'd be nice to, sometimes I'll watch Cody Longo, who plays Eddie, work, and I think to myself, it would be so nice to have a normal scene where I'm not scheming or blackmailing or backstabbing somebody, just having a normal conversation. But no, I don't have any of those.
Or imploding yourself.
Yeah, I know. So it's fun though. It definitely keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, and let's see here.
Well, I know Brittany Underwood from One Life to Live.
Brittany. She's amazing.
And I am just so happy for her that she got another role so quickly. And do you guys hang out, or do you just see each other on set? Yeah.
Yeah, we hang out, definitely. She actually lives pretty close to me, so we hang out quite a bit. I mean, the workload's so heavy on the show, a lot of times we don't get a lot of free time, but when we do get that day off here and there, we go big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Do you know her friend Kristen, who's also on One Life?
Alderson?
Yes.
Kristen Alderson?
I love her too.
Yes. Yeah, and she's now on General Hospital.
That's right.
Yeah,
so you all hang
we're
out
actually
together. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a small community.
Yeah, she's great, and she's visited set a couple times. Brittany's amazing though. She's such a natural actor. It looks so effortless for her, and she has the heaviest workload of anybody. I mean, she's probably doing, I would say, 30 to 40 pages of dialogue a day. And,
and you know where she gets that from? From working a soap opera.
Exactly.
So every day they have that amount of work to do, so she's ready for prime time and film and everything.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks of shooting Hollywood Heights, me and Melissa Ordway, who plays Chloe, were lost. We were having to watch Brittany, get as much advice from her as possible, and have her tell us every day, it's going to be all right, you guys are going to get the hang of it, it's going to be okay. And we finally started getting the hang of it right when we wrapped.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you don't make it look hard. I mean, it seems like you know what you're doing, and it's not your first series you've been in.
True, but I guess I'm used to doing the amount of work we do in one day in a week, and that's kind of really how it is. Besides this type of format, the soap daytime format, it moves at such a quick pace that if you don't know your material, it's going to show for sure.
Right.
Yeah. And the head writer there, Josh Griffin, it came from Young and the Restless, and we're big daytime fans. So he's phenomenal as well, and I'm so glad and proud of he's got this new baby under his wing for us to enjoy and continue to enjoy.
He's such a nice guy, such a great guy.
Yeah. All right, here. So what our format usually is, we usually talk to the guests for about a half hour, and then your fans get to call in and say hi, and get a chance to say hello, thank you, or whatever they want to say within. And you've got Bonnie Dune fans, and you've got your MTV series fans, because I've heard people talking about that, and sadly I didn't catch that. I usually watch all those type of shows, and I missed that. Do you know if it's available on DVD or online or somewhere?
It's still available online, I believe. I know you can watch it on MTV.com, and the series was called Kaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
actually, I watched the first episode today.
Oh, okay,
and I
cool.
saw that Cory was in there with you, and you're in a band. So that's about all I got to do, but it looked good.
Yeah. How you doing? Sorry, my neighbor. Okay. Do you guys know the actress Saffron Burrows?
Mm-hmm.
That's my neighbor. I was just talking
to
you.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I used to live in LA from '04 to '08, and I lived in Koreatown area in Silver Lake, and it'd be so cool just to walk around and just see everybody, and it was awesome, but it's very expensive, so I couldn't stay. So I'm back home in Indiana taking care of my mom, and I hope to be back someday.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Sorry, I got off track there, but yeah, I'm glad you watched Kai. I was that's actually how I met Cory. We filmed that in Vancouver, and we became pretty close on that set. That was a really fun set to be on, because when you're playing a rock star every day, you start to feel like you are one.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Well, tell us something
beautiful.
about Bonnie Dune. I mean, are you guys going to come out with a new CD anytime soon, or?
Yeah, we released our EP called the Lost EP, and that was older songs that we just finally were able to release because we were contracted with another production company, and so we were able to release that. We have a lot of new songs that we've already started recording, and we're going to finish the recording in August, and then hopefully release that sometime before the new year and do a lot of shows. And unfortunately, because Cory's schedule is so crazy on Glee, we're not going to be able to do a proper tour, but we will be doing one-offs, all over the place. And we're going to definitely try to hit the East Coast this time because we weren't able to, and when Cory was available for the last time, we did a lot of shows on the West Coast. And yeah.
Don't forget us in the middle.
We won't. Yeah. We'll try not to.
Yeah, if you at least go to Chicago, then I'll go up definitely, so I can see you guys live, because I've watched all the YouTube concerts from the last couple of years, and I've pretty much had your EP on repeat all week, getting used to it, and I really enjoy it. And if it was okay, I was going to play after you hang up. I'm going to play some songs just to get people acclimated to it, and go out to iTunes and support you guys too. So I picked a few songs to get them all stirred up for you, and. Listening to the lyrics, there's a lot of stuff about water, beach, sailing.
There is a nautical theme that was happening.
How'd that work out? I mean, how did it come about?
It wasn't planned. It wasn't. It just ended up being a coincidence. I actually grew up pretty much right on a lake, and which is ironic because most of the songs are about the sea and the ocean and the beach, but. When I first started writing for Bonnie Dune, because I've been in bands forever, but never as the main singer-songwriter, I was staying a lot with my friends in Newport Beach, and they had a house right on the beach there, and a lot of those lyrics kind of came from that time, a couple of years ago when I was out there, and I guess it rubbed off on me, which is funny because I won't even go in the ocean, honestly. It freaks me out. But I love being at the beach. And it wasn't something that was planned at all. It just happened to be that way. The newer songs are definitely not like that. They're not. Yeah. There's really no theme to it except for, actually, you know what? There is a lyric. There is a lyric about stealing the salt from the sea, actually, in a new song. Okay. Yeah. But other than that one line, it's going to be different. It's a little more rockin'. Yeah. And fun, and a little bit more fun for kids to come out and watch us play when we're playing more of a energetic, upbeat set. Yeah. And how amazing it is that two people from Bonnie Dune are in two huge successful shows. I mean, we got Cory, who plays Finn Hudson on Glee, which is going into the 4th season, and you guys have just wrapped your first season of Hollywood Heights. Right. You got to be. I'm sure they're proud of each other, and your bandmates are probably proud as well. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't say Hollywood Heights is anywhere near Glee, but thank you. I think so. I mean, doing 80 episodes, that's a lot. That's like 4 seasons or something, or I'm sure or 3 seasons or something like that. That's a lot of footage within a short amount of time. Yeah, it really is. It went by quick though. I think it took us about 3 months, maybe a little more than 3 months. But Cory and I have always been big supporters of each other, and when I found out I got it, he was really excited for me, and we're always kind of rooting for each other. And I'm excited to see what happens when he actually gets done with Glee, because he'll always. I mean, even before Glee, he was never not working, and people kind of forget that. They're like, oh, he came out of nowhere, but he didn't. Since I've known him, he's never stopped working, and he'll be one of those guys that will always be working.
He is mad talented in every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So you said he
now,
was
when you were
overseas?
growing up, did you want to be in acting since you were little, or a singer?
No, not really. Honestly, growing up, I never. You know, those kids are always like, I want to be this when I grow up, and that and that. I never knew. When people would ask me, I would just tell them I have no idea, and it was kind of just something I thought I'd just figure out. Like, I would just have to get out and see the world a little bit, and hopefully I'd figure out what I wanted to do. But when I started playing music, that's kind of what I wanted to do in that aspect. I didn't know if I was going to be in a band or if I was going to record or get in the music industry somehow. But when I moved to LA, that's kind of why I moved to LA, was to pursue music on every front. I remember coming to LA in the first week, just going to different record labels and just walking in and just seeing if they had any job that I could do, like a mailroom job even. And nobody was hiring. Nobody even cared. And and I was playing in a band at the time called Twice Before, and I was drumming for that band, actually, and we were doing really well, especially on the West Coast. For an indie band, we had a pretty big following, and we were touring with bands like Juliana Theory and a band called Sugar Cold. At the time, those were bigger indie bands. And we're doing showcases for different labels, and we had interest, and then we got a production deal, and then every cliche followed after that. Egos got the best of us, and we kind of all went our separate ways, and then I stayed in LA, and just randomly started meeting people in the business that were modeling and doing commercials and acting, and I kind of just fell into it, to be honest. And I don't know if you've heard this story before, but one of the first things I ever booked theatrically was a Target campaign. And I randomly went with my actor buddy to an audition that he was having, and they asked me if I wanted to audition, and I said no. That was just with my buddy. And they're like, hey, just come on in. Like, who cares, you never know what's going to happen. And I ended up booking it. It ended up being a 3-commercial deal and print, and I had no idea at the time how much money you can make in this business, and it blew my mind. I'm like, wow, you can make this much money just acting like a fool. That sounds pretty good to me. And I really honestly feel blessed and lucky, because I have not had a normal job since then, and that was 6 years ago.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Have you taken any acting classes, since you started doing this then?
Yeah, I did. When I started taking it more seriously, I did this film called Dependency. It was like the first film I actually ever did. And after I did the film, I thought, okay, this is something that I could really see myself doing. I've never had so much fun working on something before. And that's when I really got into it. I was doing every acting class I could take, until I found an acting coach that I liked, or a class that I liked. And so probably for 2 years straight, I was doing classes all the time, like as many classes as I could handle, and at the same time doing commercials. That was paying all my bills, and modeling a little bit as well. Nothing cool. Just.
So you didn't have to sleep in your car like some people do and work at the local restaurants.
I wish I had those stories, but I didn't. I honestly just, every time I thought about, or every time I got tight when I thought I needed to find a real job, or, whatever it was, I ended up booking a commercial or a TV show or a print job that would buy me some more time. And then as the years went on, I just kept getting busier and busier and saving more money. And and I'm here today now.
So how did you come across the other band members, Seth and Josh and Jacob?
Seth and I grew up in the same town, same area, and the band I was drumming for and the band that he used to be in were probably the two bigger bands on the Central Coast, like Central California, and we always knew of each other and knew each other. I guess we kind of had this band rivalry, which I think happens with younger bands now. But now I'm like, I can care less. You know, if a band's doing well, I'm like, good for them, you know. But so it was kind of this thing where, you know, he was like the cool guy in the band, and I'm like, I didn't like him, and then as soon as we met, I was like, oh, that guy's a really nice guy, and he's super talented. And then we became pretty good friends after that, and just came and got in touch. And then when I got done with shooting Kaya with Cory, and we moved out to LA, or we moved back to LA. Probably about the time he booked Glee, right after he booked the pilot, he had been hounding me for a year to start a band with him. And honestly, I was so busy working commercially that I just didn't have time to do it. And it was all him. He just kept hounding me and hounding me and hounding me. He's like, we got to do this. We got to start a band. We got to do this. We got to start a band. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because the whole time I've been recording with my close friend who I write a lot of my songs with. His name's Jason Massey. And so we had a huge collection of songs that we could have started a band with. And so finally we're like, okay, let's get a band together. And started with me and Cory. And then I asked Seth if he wanted to do it because he's great and we get along really well. And I honestly didn't think that he would because he has his own band as well. And he's like, well, let's jam and see how it goes. And then after the first time we got together and played, we knew that he was going to be our guitarist. And then Josh, our bass player, the studio bass player, he's played for everybody. I've just known him being in LA, and he was the first person I called besides before Seth even, and he didn't even hesitate. He's like, I'm in for sure. I love your music. So he's amazing. He's great. And then Jacob Wick was also someone I knew from growing up and had been playing with Seth for a while. And he's one of those guys that could probably play every instrument in our band better than we can. We call him the golden child. And he just kind of fills in anything that's missing. That's kind of his job, you know. So we'll write a song pretty bare bones, and then we'll have Jacob come in last. You know, he's the last person to hear the song usually, and he'll just kind of come in with keys or guitar or whatever it is that is missing that makes it right.
Well, he sounds like he's a big, important part of your band.
He is, and you know, he's not always available, and I don't know what's going to happen when we start playing again. My buddy Jason might join the band and might switch off between him and Seth and him and Jacob, but it'll always be the same core of guys playing with us. And if we ever did, which I hope to do, a proper tour soon or in the next year, it'll definitely be those group of guys for sure.
Well, you guys have a great sound, and I can see you going far with it.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I mean, you know, even if nothing happens, it's still fun, and we still have some fans out there that'll always enjoy it, hopefully. So that's what it's about, you know, writing some music that you love and you have such a great time playing, and then, you know, if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, then hey, we still have a good time.
Exactly. One of your Twitter fans, Bonnie Babes, just tweeted and said, Kaya is $10 on iTunes. So everybody that wants to see him, you can go to iTunes and download the season.
Thanks, guys. They know more than me. I feel like an idiot.
I also noticed that when we started tweeting about you coming on the show, that I would say probably a good 95% of the people that tweeted back, it was all about Bonnie Dune, and there was hardly anything about Hollywood Heights. And I'm thinking it's only because it's such a new show.
Well, that's nice. You know, honestly, too, I'm really bad about promoting stuff that I'm in. honestly have to have friends post pictures on Facebook for me because I have no idea how to do it. So when I first booked the show, I had recently just got a Twitter account, and I was having people from the show help me like tweet about the show because I have no idea how to do stuff. Like, I still mess up things. I just found out what a hashtag was the other day. I didn't know what that was for. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty bad about promoting stuff that I'm in, and I also felt weird using the band account to promote my own personal thing. And I mean, obviously, it's not like Cory needs to promote Glee, but we've always decided to just keep our band Facebook and emails and all that stuff about the band. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, because that's where I think sometimes the problems will start if you're using it for everything and you're like, hey, that's for me. No, that's for me. That kind of thing.
Exactly.
So,
we all have our own personal accounts and our own projects that we're doing, but I feel like it gives it more credibility if it's just about the band, and you're not diluting it with something else.
Right.
And you're not promoting other things or other products or other bands. It's about you.
Exactly.
And we don't tweet that much. We don't write that much. But when we do, it's meaningful, and it's something that I think is more. There's a lot of bands that I was following on Twitter that I had to unfollow because they're tweeting 100 things a day, and that's just annoying, I think.
Yeah, especially if it's the same stuff over and over, because I've seen that before. I think they go on like an auto tweet thing, and I've noticed that with some things too.
Yeah.
Back to Hollywood Heights, I know you guys are already done. You know what's all going to happen, but as far as where we're at right now, do you think that your character really thinks that Chloe is the one? Is there any chance that you think that maybe somebody else could be the one, or you really think that your heart is with your character's heart is with Chloe?
Well, the way I interpreted it, and the way I got through a lot of things as an actor was believing that I was really in love with her, and so I do think Tyler Work is very madly in love with her, and the only girl that knows how to press his buttons and get to him, and probably the only girl that he's ever loved, and maybe even his first love. You'll find out more about our history as it goes on, but it goes back a lot further than you think.
Well, we do know that you like to blackmail her, so.
He gets pretty desperate. He does whatever he can to hold on to her, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And last night's scenes were when we finally found out that she was driving the car that crashed into Eddie's parents' car. So that's where we're at. You were just telling her. Yeah. Yep. That was the big one.
I remember when I read that in the script, I was like, oh no! It was so crazy. Because when you first start this, technically they have a rough outline, but they don't know exactly where things are going to go and all the facts and what's going to happen. So I knew for a long time coming that there was some other big secret that I had on Chloe. And that's it. That's a big one.
Yeah.
It doesn't get heavier than that.
I know. Later on tonight, we'll have to watch it to see what happens after you spilled your guts to her. That should be good.
Yeah. That's going to be tough, when it is over, because we're used to you now every single night. Luckily we have a few months to go, but we're going to go through withdrawals there at the end. Now, is this a series, or is this just like a telenova type, or is it, do we know anything in the future?
We won't know officially if we're going to do a second season or not for a bit. We do know that the ratings are doing really well, and we know that the show got distributed in a lot of foreign markets, which is really, really good. That also helps the chances of the second season. But it's going to be one of those things where they're going to have to see how it does in other places and markets before they can officially do a second season. And if they did do a second season, not all of us would be back. There'd be a lot of new people, And because you'll see towards the end, there's a lot of twists and turns, and certain characters have big open storylines, and certain characters don't.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
And I think you guys are going to be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are excited.
It's a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Really?
And Melissa does such a great job as Chloe. She really has got that part down pat. She must be a lot of fun to work with, opposite of.
She is. She's my best friend on the show. I've known Melissa for a while. When I first moved to LA, we actually did a modeling job together, and it was the first time I met her, and we stayed in touch ever since then. And she's so fun to work with. She just has such a great energy, and she's super talented. She's really smart, and it's funny because everyone on the cast, and I know this is, it feels like I'm just saying it, but if I wouldn't lie, everyone is really cool and really great to work with. And I was kind of hoping that there would be some drama, there would be someone in the cast that nobody liked, or people hooking up with other people, and there's nothing. There's no drama. There's
no soap within a soap, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone just was cool and fun and had a great time, which is great, but it's still fun sometimes to have a little extra gossip,
Yeah.
Well, what you're going to have to do is pull some of Tyler's personality into your own, and maybe you can get your own going.
No, I can't. I can't be the one that starts it.
No? How about the one that ends it? I don't know. Get in the middle somewhere.
Maybe a second season I'll cause some drama.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Jayma, who plays Nora, has got to be the nicest mother of history of television.
I know, right?
She is so nice.
Yeah. I want to believe that there are mother and daughter relationships like that, because that's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because my the girl who plays Adriana and Dawn, their relationship was very similar to my sister and my mom's relationship growing up, and I think it's not exact. I feel like people are like, oh, no one's that mean to each other, but that's not exaggeration. Like, I've seen that a lot, and not just in my family either.
Yeah.
But
is your sister a teenager right now?
She was. No, she is younger than me. But yeah, growing up, when we lived at home, growing up in high school, my sister and my mom had that relationship that Dawn and Adriana had, where they couldn't have a normal conversation. They were just constantly yelling at each other. But
because I can understand that. I have 4 children of my own and 1 daughter, and we always got along. We were best friends until she became a teenager, and then I just wanted to smack her upside her head every day. So I can understand that.
Yeah. I have to say, I think the meanest person in the show would be, oh my God, I'm blanking on her character name. Her name's Meredith. Crap.
Lisa.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lisa is the worst. She's the worst. It's funny because she's such a nice person in real life, and every time I watch the show, I'm just like, oh, Lisa, I hate her.
Yeah, she's very mean, and she's not very nice to her daughter. She's very overprotective and just, but yet she lets Phil get away with murder. Well, not murder,
you're gonna find out why she's so mean soon.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good.
There's a twist and turn in there. Yeah.
There's got to be a reason for that much negativity built up.
Yeah.
That's good. Let's see here.
So if you could choose any actor in the world to do a movie with, who would you choose?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, let's see. In what sense? As a co-star or as a romantic?
Either or.
Okay. Well, I have to say, probably one of my all-time favorite actors is Tom Hanks.
Definitely.
And he would definitely be someone that I'd really like to work with. But I mean, there's so many great actors out there that I could just keep listing off names. But yeah, he's always been someone that I looked up to growing up because he can do everything. and I love that about actors that can do comedy and drama. And I mean, you could say that. I mean, same thing about Jim Carrey.
Right.
That's another person that I would love to work with. And then there's like the older actors that I've always appreciated. Like Al Pacino is probably one of my all-time favorites, especially early Pacino. But I mean, I guess I'd have to choose Tom Hanks because some of my favorite movies are movies that he's in, and he's consistently in probably like my top 20 movies. So
yeah.
Mine too. I love him. I just watched Joe versus the Volcano the other day, and I'll have to tell you that's one of my ultimate favorites by him. I know it's
so
not
good.
a real popular one, but I love that one.
Yeah, it's really good. Big is probably one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
That movie never gets old. And same thing with Forrest Gump. I mean, people can watch that now, and it's still amazing.
Yep. And people walk around saying the lines from it too.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great one. On Twitter, Katrina Catkit. Oh, it's backwards instead of Kit Kat. It's Catkit. She says, Justin, do you want to sing on the show? Since you're a singer in real life, do you would like to incorporate that into there, or do you want to just stay with the image that you're already doing?
Yeah, part of the reason why I was excited about taking the part, because it was a musical show, was that, my character doesn't have any singing storylines, and I'd like to keep it separate, and I kind of feel like if I was, playing Eddie Duran, my music wouldn't be able to be taken as seriously because people are you're known as this fictitious singer type of deal.
Yeah.
And maybe down the line, if my band were ever to be well known enough to overshadow a character like that, then I would like to do it. But I mean, I'm definitely not going to turn down, a part on a show just because of that. But if I had to choose, I'd rather just stick to the acting.
Yeah.
And then stick to my own music.
Yeah, that's perfect. Pam, you had some Twitter questions before we take calls?
Actually, he answered them without me asking. So
well, there you go,
they're
Twitter
listening
people.
and knowing that he answered them.
Yeah. Well, if you're listening in, the number to call in, we'll be taking calls until the next 25 minutes until the show's up, and then we're going to play some songs from Bonnie Dune after he's gone to give you a little taste of the EP that's available on iTunes. The number to call in is 347-215-9503 and press 1 so it shows up for you to talk to us. So first, we will just start taking some calls here. They all came on after we went live, so I didn't get their names. So 424, go ahead.
You okay?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay?
Hello?
Area code 424? Oh, she hung up. Okay. She probably got so excited she hung up. All right, definitely call back.
It's a good start.
Yeah, that's a good start.
424.
All right, 331. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. You're on with Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Hi. What's your name?
My name's Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi. I asked you on Twitter the other day if you were going to have a scene with Brittany. I was just wondering when that might premiere.
I'm sorry, say it again?
I asked you on Twitter when you would have a scene.
Uh-oh. Is she cutting out?
Are you there?
Hello? Oh, my gosh. Well, she said that on Twitter. She asked you the other day when you were going to have a scene with Brittany and when it would air.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, the Brittany and Brittany thing confused me. Okay. We do have a scene together, and I'm pretty sure it's towards the later end of the season. And all I can say is I'm very, very mean to her.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and you guys are not going to like it.
Uh-oh. Great.
But we were so
Here comes
excited the whole season. We were like, oh, we got to have a scene together. There's got to be a scene together. And then sure enough, we get the script the week before, And I remember calling her. I'm like, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say to you.
Aw.
But yeah, they did not hold back. That's for sure on the writing.
Well, I'm ready to see some of that drama. Are you still with us, Brittany?
Hello?
Are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Then you heard him answer your question, right?
Yes, I heard.
Okay, yeah. Don't hate me after.
I'm not kind of shit. Is that fine?
Oh, she's cutting in and out.
Sorry,
Hello?
Brittany, I can barely hear you.
Sorry, Brittany. Try to call back if you can. Everybody must be having storms or something. Oh, 424 is back. Let's see if we've got them on the line. 424, yep. Yep, that's you. Calm down.
I'm sorry I hung up on you because my friend's an idiot and hung up because she got nervous. Okay, she's a little mental. Okay, what did I ask? Okay. So, is like Melissa Ordway, like Chloe Carter, actually mean in real life?
Do they actually what in real life?
Is she mean?
No.
Or is she really nice?
She is the sweetest person in the world, and I'm not just saying that. If she was mean, I would tell you.
Okay. You don't understand how excited I am. I'm like running around. I'm running around the mall right now because I'm at Starbucks, and I'm shaking, but I'm really... Okay, what did you want to ask? What do you want to ask? Oh, yeah, we're on Twitter, and my friend tried telling you. She was the one that said the Eddie Duran thing. But you didn't respond, but that's okay because you're famous.
What was the Adriana thing?
No, she was like, something about Lauren. She was like, if you say hi to me, then it'll be like when Eddie touched Lauren's hand.
I read that.
You read that?
Yeah.
We had to sleep over last night, and I also tried sending Jama Williamson, Nora Tate. I tried sending her something, and she was responding to everyone, but she didn't respond to me. And it was kind of sad. But oh my gosh.
I would tell her to respond. What's your guys' Twitter name?
I really like to stop. What? What's my name?
What's your name?
My Twitter name is Lexi Bacos. And mine is Allison X Unicorn. And my friend's is Allison X Unicorn.
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
There we
you're
go.
The best. Oh my gosh, I'm talking to you right now. Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. Thank you. Have a great night.
Bye. I love you.
Bye.
That is, I bet you do you get that there when you're walking around town?
No, I mean, the only time anyone ever comes up to me is at the grocery store for some reason. It's the only time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Something about the grocery store that's safe, I guess, and more approachable. I don't know what it is.
I remember when I first moved to LA, I was at Ralph's, and I looked down. I was going down the bread aisle, and there was Joey Lawrence from Blossom, and I was just thinking, he buys bread just like I do. I mean, that kind of you got to get that mentality in there that he's just another guy. He's on TV. So I got used to it. I mean, but I'd still get starstruck because I see a lot of people living in that area, and you just never know who you're going to see and where you're going to be at when you see them. And I worked at Starbucks in West Hollywood, right across from the 24-Hour Fitness, and I saw everybody when I was there working there. And it's definitely something that if you can afford to live there, it's definitely worth it if you're in love of the entertainment business. That's for sure.
I had a friend. I got to tell you about my celebrity starstruck story recently. I had a friend who was started dating this guy, and she said, would you come out with me with this guy that I'm dating, because I don't have a lot of things in common with him, and I feel like you guys would have a lot of things in common, and it would just like help me get to know him better, and because she was kind of nervous about it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's I'll do that. And she's like, his name's Ryan, he's an actor, and so just come out with us. So I met him out, and she met me at the club, and we go in together, and she's like, okay, there he is, and he's coming over, and it was Ryan Gosling, and
oh my God.
He comes up to me, and he's like, hey, you're Justin, right? It's really great to meet you, and I'm not going to mention my friend's name, but she told me a lot about you, so you're acting, right? And for someone like that to ask you about your acting, it makes you feel so small because in comparison to his career and what he does, because I respect him a lot and I really like what he does, it was mortifying. But he ended up being the nicest guy ever, and we hung out all night, and he was super cool, and I ended up running into him a couple months after that, and he remembered my name, and we talked for a little bit and caught up, and that was pretty funny because I did not expect that.
Yeah, that's great, and he is mad talented. I mean, he just Ever since The Notebook, he is just
he's amazing.
Took off.
Yeah, you can't do any wrong.
Yeah. Another one just like that is Channing Tatum. He's now everywhere, and he came out of nowhere, and now he is literally everywhere. And if you see Magic Mike, you see a lot more of him than you would in any other film. That's just a random thought. Because we had one.
I missed that one.
Yeah. All right. Up next is area code 659. Go ahead.
Hello. Hi. My name is Ophelia. I'm calling from Singapore.
Hi.
Oh. Wow. Welcome.
Yes. I just want to say that you have a listener in Singapore, but Justin's show Hollywood Heights is not shown here, so it's a pity because we have Hollywood shows here, but it's a free channel, so there's not much of a Hollywood show, but it's like we do get a fair share of the shows that the world can watch, like Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey shows, that kind of thing.
Can you watch it online?
I can't because I tried to access Hulu. They say that I'm outside the United States, that's why I cannot watch it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll come there soon. I know that the show has been sold to a lot of foreign markets, so hopefully it'll play in Singapore soon. But I appreciate you giving me the heads up.
Yes, thank you very much.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling from Singapore. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, we get surprised sometimes. We had New Zealand, Australia, Sweden, different shows that we've had, and France. Yeah, so I mean, it's really cool how our show that we're building is getting getting known worldwide. So that's great. Let's see here. Area code 480. You're on with Justin. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, 480. I think people
Hello?
are just... Yeah, you're there. Yeah, there you are.
Did you want to talk to Justin?
Oh, she hung up. God, people get...
Oh, my gosh.
People are so excited.
I'm not that cool, people. Come on.
All right. Well, 480, don't be shy. Call back. This is the first that's ever happened to us. I'm so sorry.
I know, right? They're all starstruck with you.
630, go ahead.
Hello?
Hi.
This is, my call got dropped. This is Brittany.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi.
Hi. You just wanted to tell Justin that is the answer I was looking for, because I think Lauren and Tyler would be kind of cute together.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I figured.
Yeah, we would be cute together, though.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all I want to say.
Oh, well, thanks for calling back.
Thanks, Brittany.
Yeah, no problem. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There's
a person in the chat room, Dejana, I think is how you say the name, and I hope I'm not messing it up. Can you ask Justin what his favorite song to sing is from his album?
Oh, wow. That's a good one. Let's see. I have to say probably my favorite song on the album is Strange Ways. And but probably the most fun to sing live would be oh man, that's hard. That's a hard question. I don't know. Seasick is a good one live because I like when people sing along, and that's definitely a song that a lot of people that come out to see us play know the lyrics too, and that's the best feeling ever when you can sit back from the mic and the crowd sings the song louder than you can. It's great. So probably Seasick, and then my second favorite would be Strange Ways.
Well, that's interesting that you said that, and I didn't know that beforehand, but that's 2 of the 3 songs that I chose.
Oh, well, thanks. That's great.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. I think the one called back. Let's try this again. 480, you're on with Justin.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Mariah.
Hi, Mariah. Where are you calling from?
Hi. Mesa, Arizona.
Mesa, Arizona. I was out there a couple years ago recording, actually.
What? You didn't call me?
I'm sorry. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking.
You totally
How are you
should
surviving
have.
the heat out there right now?
Well, I'm actually at work right now, so I'm inside, and I actually have no idea what questions have already been asked, so I apologize in advance if I ask something
That's all right.
again. So, me and my daughter, we started watching Hollywood Heights from the first day, and we were like, 2 or 3 weeks into it, and we absolutely loved it. And then stupid Viacom took all the Nick channels away, and I can't watch it anymore. And you have to do something about this.
We were hoping that they would fix the problem in the next week or so, which still could happen, but you can still watch it on iTunes, and you can watch it for free on Nickelodeon.com.
Awesome. I'll have to do that.
Yeah. But I apologize, and whoever is over there at DirecTV, I will get a hold of them, and I'll tell them Mariah from Mesa needs it back.
Yes, you do that. Lay the smack down.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe they've done that. I mean, it's affected so many shows and so many people, and it's just really caused a chaos.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. My mom, same thing. My mom called me, and she didn't know what the heck was going on. She's like, I can't watch the show anymore. I don't know what's going on. And I grew up way out in the middle of nowhere on a ranch, so we don't have, that's the only way to watch TV is from satellite. We don't even have the internet out there. So
no.
I'm going to have to get her the DVDs when the show's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me one too.
All right, I'll call you next time I'm out there, and I'll bring some DVDs.
Awesome. Thank you, Justin.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's see here. We got 276. Go ahead.
Me?
Hello?
Yep, that's you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My name's Shasta. I'm from Virginia. And
Hi,
I flew to California to watch one of your shows, one of your Body Zone shows. It was so exciting.
Oh, cool.
And all of my friends got to come. It was a blast. And I just wanted to ask, I know that you've been doing the show, but do you know when your next Body Zone show is going to be?
I don't, because before I booked the show, we actually were planning on doing a summer tour. And when I ended up booking the show, we had to cancel all our dates pretty much a week before we were going to tell everyone what shows we were playing. So the game plan was to do the tour and then come back in August and record. So now we're still going to do the recording, and we kind of have to wait to see what happens till we get done with the new recording before we can start planning shows again. So most likely we won't play again until either early the end of the year, or so towards the end of the year, or early next year, like right after January. So we will keep you posted. And I just got wrapped in the show now, so we will be getting back to music very shortly.
Well, that's so exciting. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you ever sing with Brittany and when Chris is around? You know, Chris Alderson has a fantastic voice, too.
Who is it?
Do you ever sing with Brittany Underwood and with Chris Alderson when you guys are hanging out, or you just hang out?
No, there's a scene coming up, or maybe it already happened. Yeah, her performance scene where she had to play guitar and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
That was the only time where I was helping her learn the chords on the guitar, and also the first time I ever actually heard her sing live, and she has an amazing voice. But no, we've never played music together. Actually, a lot of people on the show don't even know that I'm in a band.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I guess it just doesn't come up. But no, we've never like played together. I'm not really a jammer. I don't really ever get together with random people and just jam out some songs.
Well, gosh, I thought everybody in LA did that.
No,
I'm kidding.
I'm kind of one of those guys that sits in his living room in the dark at 2 a.m. and writes music. That's kind of my process.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you ever sleeping and then all of a sudden sit up and you have to write a song?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly lyrics, though. You'll wake up and be like, oh, and then you have to write it down so you don't forget it. I used to actually keep a notepad by my bed just in case that ever happened.
Yeah,
I always wonder how artists like that sleep because your mind seems to be always going and working on something.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, because of the workload on this show, I definitely have not had any problem sleeping. But it has been something in the past that's been hard for me to get to sleep, and I've tried everything. But yeah, I don't know what it is about nighttime, but as soon as the sun goes down, I feel like those creative juices just start to flow, and that's kind of just like when it all happens. That's why I feel like most musicians are vampires. They're just nocturnal. They sleep all day and then stay up all night.
Yeah.
But
I think we got one last call that we can squeeze in here. Go ahead, 740.
Hi, Doug. Hi, Pam. This is Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon. Oh my gosh.
He's finally called in after 76 shows. He's finally called in. Thank you, Justin, for bringing out one of our fans.
Oh,
yes.
Hey, Brandon. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So I was just wondering what it's like working with Jill Farron Phelps. What do you think about her?
I love. Do you know Jill? Have you worked with
Well,
her?
I just knew that I was a huge General Hospital fan, and I knew that she was the writer over there.
Jill is like everybody's mom. She's amazing. Like every time you see her, you just want to go, "Hey, Mom." But she's great. She's the showrunner. She's the boss, and she is someone you could always talk to if you need someone to talk to. She knows every storyline and nook and cranny better than anybody else, and I love working with her. She's such a great person. She's just a really nice person and always smiling. And I have to say she probably is one of the few people that works harder than cast members. That's for sure.
Awesome. I just had one last question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but
okay.
What's your? How do you feel, or what do you think is possible for season 2?
We kind of touched base on that a little bit. We officially don't know yet. We haven't been told officially that it's not going to happen or that it is going to happen. But from what I understand, it's going to be something that we'll have to wait on for another couple of weeks to really know if it's going to go or not. But it depends on how it does in the foreign markets and how the show builds in the next couple weeks or so. Because right now it's doing really well, and the ratings were building every episode. But because of the whole DirecTV dropping on the Viacom channels, it's affected ratings a lot. And not just for our show, but for every Viacom show. Because I'm not sure if this statistic is right or not, but what someone on set told me the other day was Viacom's ratings have gone down 52% since DirecTV
oh my gosh!
Wow.
has dropped, and that's all their shows combined, and that's huge.
Yeah.
So either Viacom needs to step it up and pay more money, or DirecTV needs to. And DirecTV's ratings have gone down, I think 28% is what they said since they dropped, which also is huge. So it's going to get picked up back on DirecTV for sure. I just don't know when, and hopefully it's not going to be too late, you know. But we'll see. I'd be really excited to do another season, and I know a lot of the people would. So we'll see.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Brandon, for calling in. It's nice to put a voice with your name.
That's right.
I know. We've known him for 6 months now. That's great. Well, Justin, thank you so much for this. This was normally I'm a lot more talkative, but I'm kind of like starstruck myself, so I'm a little quiet than normal. And then all the girls screamed for me, so I don't have to scream.
Yeah.
So they took care of that for us. But we'd love to invite you back in October after it's all over, just so we can talk about the whole series itself and catch up with what's going on with Bonnie Dune. So I definitely appreciate it. And if any listeners are listening, we're going to play a few songs from Bonnie Dune, and you can check them out, and we'll link you to their iTunes link as well in the chat room. So, Pam, I'll let you say goodbye, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay, well, I want to also thank you for joining us tonight. You're our second guest on our new show, and I can't say... I really had a blast talking with you. You're sweet, you're funny, you're talented, and I only wish you the best.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
and
you have gorgeous eyes too.
Yeah, you got the best eyes in Hollywood. So.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me on the show, and definitely stay in touch. And let's get together again in October. Have some cocktails.
Oh, that's even better. All right.
Yeah, right.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank
and
you.
We're working on getting Brittany and Cody on the show too, so we should be having them hopefully in August. So that'll be a lot of fun too.
I'll talk to them as well.
Yeah, just tell them that we're real people, that we're not just some 12-year-olds trying to get them on the show. We're real business people here.
No problem.
So,
yeah.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right.
You too.
Talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You can get the EP now on iTunes. It's called The Lost EP, and as you heard in the interview, they're working on their new material, and I cannot wait. So definitely check them out. You can follow them at Bonnie_Dune, D-U-N-E, and you can follow Justin as well at J_WILCZYNSKI. So definitely follow him and the band and keep up with them. And, band member Cory Monteith as well. You can follow him as well as at Cory Monteith. It was a great show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me do a quick rundown before we end the show. The next show that we have for the tribute series is going to be tomorrow night with actor, writer, director, producer, and pretty gorgeous and easy on the eyes as well, Jonathan Sheck. He'll be with us tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Then on Monday, we have Seth Peterson from Burn Notice. He plays Nate Weston on Burn Notice. And then we have, here we go, Owen Yeoman. Is that right? Did I say it right?
Now you expect me to say it when I'm laughing? Owen Yeoman.
Owen Yeoman. Okay, sorry. He plays. Oh gosh, he plays Wayne Rigsby on CBS's The Mentalist. So he'll be joining us on Tuesday, and then we're off for about 5 or 6 days, and then the soap series returns, which is our mothership show, on Monday, July 30th, with 3 soap opera actors. It'll be a 2-hour show. So if you're a soap opera fan, you don't want to miss this. We have Michael Maloney, who wrote the biography, because it's kind of hard to write an autobiography when you're not with us anymore. So a biography of William J. Bell, the creator of Young, the Restless, and Bold and the Beautiful. And we also have Bonnie Forward, who's wrote a book about soap opera acting, the ins and outs of daytime drama, and also makeup artist and makeup special effects director from One Life to Live and All My Children. Norman Brin will be with us, so don't miss that. And then Tuesday the 31st, we have Tina Sloan, who played Lillian Raines, but we're working on getting Beth Chamberlain, who played her on-screen daughter, Beth Raines. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And we'll book anybody that has an accent. We're really Pam and I are really big on accents. So you can be a librarian, and just as long as you talk cool like that, then you can come on and just talk about whatever.
You can be on our show.
You can be on our show. So if you have an accent, call in and talk to us. We'll just do a show for accent people. So we'll contact everybody from all the different places.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's why I can't wait till we get Daniel Goddard on. He's got that Australian accent. I just can't wait to talk to him if we have a chance to get him on. Coming up in August, we're working on a few people here. Let me pull this up so I can put it in the chat room as well. We got Mig Ayesa, Stacey Francis, and Audrey Landers. If you don't know who they are, Audrey Landers played Afton on the original Dallas. Stacey Francis is from the X Factor US Season 1. She has a single out called Purple Rain, which is a remake of Prince's famous song. And then Mig Ayesa will be with us too in August. He's on Broadway currently in the role of Stacey Jacks, Rock of Ages, also live in UK with Thriller Live. And then also he was first well-known from his appearance on the reality show CBS Rockstar in Excess, Season 1. So he'll be with us as well. We're working on some other big names for the soap series, and once we get the dates for those, we will be able to let you know. So definitely follow us at the soap series and at Tribute Series. Make sure you do the in front of soap series and no the in front of Tribute Series. So it'll just be the soap series and at Tribute Series. Tonight I wasn't my normal self because I was a little starstruck. I was just a little held back tonight. So to see me in my typical glory, check out all of our shows so far on the tributeseries.net and the soapseries.com. We've had over 65, 70 interviews so far. If you want anybody from daytime or primetime or any artist on our show, just go ahead and tweet them and invite them. Just say, hey, we would like to see you on this show, blah, 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 and let them know. So thank you so much for everybody for joining us. We're going to close out for tonight. We'll be back with Jonathan Sheck. And Site Advocate just says, can we get a whoop whoop for Doug and Pam? Whoop whoop. There we go. Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Well, with us, of course. With us. How many? Oh God, here we go with the personalities. Thank you for being with me tonight. I don't know how many people were actually with us tonight inside my brain. So thank you. And don't forget, Hollywood Heights is on at Nick at Night every night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. We got all the way until October, so we have another long haul to go. And as Justin was saying, some great juicy twists and turns are coming. I can't wait. So you can also follow the official Hollywood Heights at HH Buzz, and to get all the latest and greatest from there as well. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we will be back tomorrow. Bye, Pam.
Yep.
Say
good night,
Doug. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll be back. Bye-bye. Now,
Have a
Dan.
good weekend. Bye-bye.
Blog Talk Radio, where millions of hosts and listeners gather.
Because I don't know how to pronounce your last name. You said it just a minute ago when you called, and I didn't catch it, and I thought I had it down pat, but you said something different. So how do you say it?
It's hard to say it. It's Wilczynski.
Oh.
Wilczynski. Okay. That's not so bad.
That's not so bad. I was going Will Szynski, and I was like, that does not sound right. So I was on YouTube trying to find any interview where somebody introduced you, and I have not found one. And I was
I
like,
never
I don't
correct
want
anybody. That's why.
Oh, okay. So, I heard it different ways, and I was like, I'll just say, welcome, Justin. That's it. I don't want to embarrass myself. So, anyway, what's the name line come from? Where's the hereditary or?
I'm Polish on my dad's side, so that's where the name comes from. And my mom was adopted, so we don't really know what's going on with her side of the family.
Oh, okay.
But,
we have something in common because my mom, I know who she is, but my dad was adopted, so I don't know where that side comes from either.
Yeah.
And my dad was adopted, and so I don't know anything on his side. So we're just a bunch of habbies that don't know anything about our parents' heritage. Wow.
Just make up good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We can just make it good for everybody. I noticed you're a lefty. I saw, right? Is that correct?
No, I'm right-handed.
Oh, well, I saw a video, and I thought you were right with your left hand. Maybe they had it on the reverse. I thought you were a lefty, because I'm a lefty, and I was like, well, that's another thing we have in common. But forget that. So you said you're calling. Are you calling from the set today?
I was on set, and I'm back home now. and
okay.
I actually wrapped yesterday, and I think most of the rest of the cast wraps today and tomorrow. We pre-shot a lot of scenes with James Franco for the last couple episodes, and that's
cool.
why I wrapped early, because we already filmed those scenes.
Oh, okay, perfect. That had been an awesome experience to be able to work with James Franco. He's made himself a name for himself, that's for sure.
Yes, I'm used to doing the amount of work we do in one day in a week, and and that's kind of really how it is. Besides this type of format, the soap daytime format, it moves at such a quick pace that if you don't know your material, it's going to show for sure.
Right.
Yeah. And the head writer there, Josh Griffin, it came from Young and the Restless, and we're big daytime fans. So he's phenomenal as well, and I'm so glad and proud of he's got this new baby under his wing for us to enjoy and continue to enjoy.
He's such a nice guy, such a great guy.
Yeah. All right, here. What our format usually is, we usually talk to the guests for about a half hour, and then your fans get to call in and say hi, and get a chance to say hello, thank you, or whatever they want to say within.
Great.
And you've got Bonnie Dune fans, and you've got your MTV series fans, because I've heard people talking about that, and sadly I didn't catch that. I usually watch all those type of shows, and I missed that. Do you know if it's available on DVD or online or somewhere?
It's still available online, I believe. I know you can watch it on MTV.com, and the series was called Kaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
actually, I watched the first episode today.
Oh, okay,
and I
cool.
saw that Cory was in there with you, and you're in a band. So that's about all I got to. But it looked good.
Yeah. How you doing? Sorry, my neighbor. Okay. Do you guys know the actress Saffron Barrows?
Mm-hmm.
That's my neighbor. I was just talking.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I used to live in L.A. from 2004 to 2008, and I lived in Koreatown area in Silver Lake, and it'd be so cool just to walk around and just see everybody, and it was awesome. But it's very expensive, so I couldn't stay. So I'm back home in Indiana taking care of my mom, and I hope to be back someday.
Oh, that's nice.
Blog Talk Radio, the world's largest online radio network.
Hello and welcome to the Tribute Series. I am your host, Doug. And, sorry, I had the speaker on right there, so I was hearing myself. Okay, I am your host, Doug, and my little vixen co-host is with me tonight. Pam, how are you doing tonight, Pam?
I'm doing well, thank you. I have to always move the phone away from my ear once that intro comes because it's so loud. Did you ever notice that?
Well, it is. Well, that time it was loud because I turned it up to 100%, but I think I can turn it down to like 70% or something like that. But that was that time it was pretty loud. Well, we want everybody dancing, getting in the groove, and getting in the mood for tonight's guest. So he'll be with us in just a few moments. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I will just get right into it. We've got Justin on the line with us. What's up, Justin?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Pam is with me.
Hi,
co-host.
Justin.
Pam, nice to meet you.
You too.
So how was your day today? Because numbers that come up, usually the guests are the numbers that come up blocked, so it comes up like all ones, and that's usually our guest. So luckily it was you, or I would have been, calling somebody else Justin. So
where are you guys out of?
I'm in Indiana, and she's in Chicago. She's about 4 hours away from me. So we do the show 5 nights a week. And just the two of us. We started, actually, our first show was the soap series, which is dedicated to daytime. And then we decided to branch off after that got successful and do the tribute series, which is primetime, and movies and bands and stuff, too. So as you see with your mentions, we've been promoting your band, Bonnie Dune, a hell of a lot with the new EP. So we're trying to get your music out there.
It. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. We're very, very thrilled. First off, I'm embarrassed to ask.
I know Brittany Underwood from One Life to Live.
Brittany. She's amazing.
And I am just so happy for her that she got another role so quickly. And do you guys hang out, or do you just see each other on set? Yeah. Yeah,
we hang out definitely. She actually lives pretty close to me, so we hang out quite a bit. I mean, the workload's so heavy on the show. A lot of times we don't get a lot of free time, but when we do get that day off here and there, we go big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Do you know her friend Kristen, who's also on One Life?
Alderson?
Yes.
Kristen
I love
Alderson?
her too.
Yes.
We all
Yeah,
live
and she's
within a
now
mile
on
of
General
people.
Hospital.
That's right.
Yeah,
So you all hang
we're
out
actually
together. That's pretty neat.
yeah, it's a small community.
Yeah, she's great, and she's visited set a couple times. Brittany's amazing though. She's such a natural actor. It looks so effortless for her, and she has the heaviest workload of anybody. I mean, she's probably doing, I would say, 30 to 40 pages of dialogue a day. And
wow.
And you know where she gets that from? From working a soap opera.
Exactly.
So every day they have that amount of work to do. So she's ready for prime time and film and everything.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks of shooting Hollywood Heights, me and Melissa Ordway, who plays Chloe, were lost. We were having to watch Brittany, get as much advice from her as possible, and have her tell us every day, it's going to be all right, you guys are going to get the hang of it, it's going to be okay. And we finally started getting the hang of it right when we wrapped.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you don't make it look hard. I mean, it seems like you know what you're doing, and it's not your first series you've been in.
True, but I guess it was. He was a really nice guy. It was a little intimidating at first, especially the first couple of days working with him. But then after a while, you just started to realize, like, this guy is an actor just like all of us, and no reason to be intimidated. But it was definitely fun working with him.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm anxious to see him come back to Hollywood Heights.
Me too.
So, gosh, how many more weeks do we have, or episodes?
Well, I believe the show is going to be airing until October, they told me. So you guys got a while. We did 80 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Perfect. Good. I was hoping it wasn't going to be like one of these, 2-month deals, and then where you got to wait until next year or something like that. So that's good. We got enough Hollywood Heights drama to keep us busy until October. That's great.
And it gets crazy.
Yeah, I can start to see it. As we've each week going by. Now with Chloe's mom, you and Chloe's mom. That's what we're just now seeing now is that little relationship stirring up. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up in the Fresno stuff is coming up right now too as well. So, what perfect role to have to have Tyler. I mean, he is such a bad boy, and you fit that perfect. You do such a great job at that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely really fun to play the bad guy. I've pretty much only ever played the bad guy, so it'd be nice to, like, sometimes I'll watch Cody Longo, who plays Eddie, work, and I think to myself, it would be so nice to have a normal scene where I'm not scheming or blackmailing or backstabbing somebody, just having a normal conversation. But no, I don't have any of those.
Or imploding yourself.
Yeah, I know. So it's fun though. It definitely keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, and let's see here.
Well, I